Finally, here in New Hampshire, getting ready for the first game of our 6-game set. Emily Messina on the air, bringing you game number 1 in Manchester, New Hampshire, taking on the Fisher Cats. It'll be James MacArthur who gets the first start against the Fisher Cats, against Joey Murray. Reading sending out a couple of new players here in this game, switching up the positions, hoping the manager, Sean Williams, will find something that sticks. As leading things off, Ali Castillo. We saw Ali back in Reading, played one game in that Sunday contest, followed by Jalen Ortiz, Josh Okami, and Logan Ohapi sticking in that cleanup hitter spot. Aldrim Corridor will join us. He started the season on the injured list, rehabbed a little bit in Clearwater. He's no stranger to the Eastern League after playing in Harrisburg last season. Madison Stokes in that number 6 spot, Wendell Rijo in the 7, and then Jonathan Guzman and Hunter Marquardt rounding out the top 9 for the Fisher Cats. Murray on the mound, as I said before. Tanner Morris over at second base. Luis De Los Santos at shortstop. Orelvis Martinez. Orelvis has been their best player so far this season, so we'll stick and keep a close eye out to see how the third baseman plays this series. And rounding out the infield in the number 4 spot, Spencer Horwitz. The catcher today, Phil Clark, a Atlanta, Georgia native. Sebastian Espino, Will Robertson in the left and right field spot. Chris Beck will be the DH today, and Stewart Barrowa out in center field, rounding out that number 9 spot. Calling the balls and strikes back behind the plate as he gets into position is Louis Krupa. Tanner Moore over at first, and Tyler Witt in the hot corner as the players come out here. New Hampshire in their home Navy top jerseys and Navy caps with the Fisher Cats logo on the front. And the home white pants. Reading will wear their road grays, and the alternate navy and red cap, that white cursive, are on front. So we'll throw it down the field for the playing of the national anthem, and then be right back at you with the first pitch coming in just a few minutes here at Delta Dental Stadium. Well, a wonderful national anthem to get us started off for today's doubleheader action. First pitch at 5 o'clock coming up in just about a minute and a half. Game number 2 will be following 30 minutes after a rainout yesterday. New Hampshire has had 4 rainouts this season. That was Reading's first, so a nice relaxing night here in Manchester. And now we'll begin game number 1 with a light crowd. A Wednesday at 5 is a hard time to get some fans here, but hopefully as the weather is clear, it'll pick up throughout the evening. There is quite a bit of wind right now, about 14 to 15 miles an hour, pushing left to right, might increase as the sun starts to set, so we'll keep you updated. Very overcast day. It was raining earlier, but now it is clear and a little bit chilly as well. But overall, an okay day for the game. A good day for lefties, which Reading has 3 in the lineup with the addition of Aldrim Corridor. Here's righty Joey Murray warming up on the mound to his battery mate Phil Clark as Ali Castillo gets ready in the batter's box. We'll get ready to rock and roll here shortly Feel free to comment in on our Facebook, Twitter, Twitch streams. If you're listening there, we'll be able to answer any and all questions you might have as we get ready to get underway. Manager Sean Williams out in the third base coach's box bench, and position coach Mike Jones over on the first base side as Ollie Castillo, who had 2 hits in the game on Sunday, steps into the righty batter's box, a wide stance. Murray leans over. He's got that left foot out in front, straight kicks and fires home. In the dirt, the first pitch, a ball coming in at 5 o'clock on the nose. Well, they got the timing right perfectly here. Murray, I'm told, is a pretty quick worker, so we'll see how that plays out in a little bit colder weather today as Castillo takes a called strike. Also, an interesting fact, out of the 3 other doubleheaders they've had, Murray and his counterpart that will pitch in the second game as Castillo fouls this one back on the roof. Nick Fraze have pitched in 2 of the 3 doubleheaders where Murray goes first and Fraze goes second. They've each gotten a win and a loss, both in the same doubleheader day. So we'll be interested to see how it plays out for the third time for the pair, as Castillo takes a pitch below the knees. First baseman in, middle infield back deep. Castillo, a chopper over to third. That's Martinez as he watches it roll foul. And the count will stay 2-2 apiece. Let's go over the defensive positions for the Fisher Cats. It's Espino, Barrowa, and Robertson left to right. In the outfield, Martinez, as I said, at third, De Los Santos at short, as Castillo taking some time to get back. Morris and Horwitz on the right side of the infield, and of course Phil Clark back behind the plate. So here's Castillo as he steps in with the high socks. Still thinks this count as an evening game. First pitch has to be before 5 o'clock to count as a day game as Castillo goes down swinging. Looking for the radar gun, but I didn't see it there. So, out number 1 as we head over to Jalen Ortiz, another righty batter. He's had a lot of highs and lows during these first few games as he checks his swing, but takes ball number 1. The Fisher Cats are 8-7 on the season. Reading just 4-11. They are on their way to beating last year's first month, which they were 4-16. So always just looking to get better than you were before, as Ortiz fouls one back from Murray. I've got the Reading Fightin' Phil's video coordinator, JC Sanner, next to me. He can help provide some good insight today as Ortiz takes strike number 1. Lights have not come on here at the ballpark, but it is quite overcast and cloudy. I imagine they'll come on soon just for safety aspect. And Ortiz swings and misses for strike number 3. So back-to-back Ks for Murray here to start off this game. Top of the first, 2 outs here for Josh Okami. Okami has been one of the most consistent batters for the Fightins as he steps on the lefty batter's box. More walks than strikeouts. And riding an on-base streak of 10 coming into today's game, as he takes a strike on the outside corner. On Sunday's game, he's walked 3 times, and he's had multi-walk games a couple of days throughout the season. That just misses below his knees. Is it just me or do I not see a radar gun? Nope. He says no. They're counting pitch counts up there, strikeouts. So at least we can follow that. 2 outs here, top of the first, scoreless. Murray has a 1-1 count. As Okami pops it foul, the count will remain 1-2 as it hits the empty seats. You could hear it bang off. I would suggest no more than 50 fans in the ballpark right now, but obviously work just finishing up here on a regular Wednesday. And hopefully a couple more can join us for the rest of this game and game 2 of the doubleheader. The 2-2 below the knees, and Okami works now to a full count. The lefty batter, they're shifting as much as they can. De Los Santos almost behind second. That leaves Martinez for the left side of the infield. Remember, the Eastern League rules must have 2 to the right and 2 to the left of second base. Here's the payoff pitch, ripped foul by Okami. And the count will remain full. Now, New Hampshire has the on-field bullpens just like Reading does down the right and left field line. So if you've ever been to First Energy Stadium, the field setup looks similar to Delta Dental. We'll go over the stadium setup in just a moment. The payoff pitch again, another foul ball back by Okami. And we'll go again. This is Reading's just second doubleheader of the season. Remember, they had that one in Akron to get the off day on Easter Sunday. That was a scheduled doubleheader. So their first unanticipated 2 games in one day. Here's the payoff pitch up high. Josh Okami takes ball 4 and extends his on-base streak to 11 games in a row. So he'll keep the inning rolling as Reading has a runner on and 2 outs for the cleanup hitter, Logan O'Hoppe. He had his first home run of the season in Sunday's game. Was able to put 2 runs on the board. Okami shuffling off first. Murray comes home to the righty batter above his head. 1-0. $50 is the weather here. Wind picking up to 18 miles an hour from left to right, blowing in currently as O'Hoppe takes a strike. Players, pretty much everybody has that tight Under Armour long sleeve. Little out in front. 1-2 the count. Murray takes a second. The righty pitcher has his back to first, so he'll look at Okami, but really riding through with a 2 strikes. Okami takes second, his first stolen base of the season as he waves to the dugout. Huge to put himself into scoring position. With the 1-2 count here to Logan O'Hoppe, Reading might have something brewing. Now, Okami, see, he read that pitch clock perfectly. Only 5 seconds left for Murray to throw, so he can't be focused on the runner. And Okami was able to get a good jump to put him on second. 2-2 becomes a 3-2 above the letters here. And we'll see if O'Hoppe can keep this inning going with Aldrum Corridor on deck, the designated hitter today. O'Hoppe standing about as close to the plate as he can get in the righty batter's box. Okami out on second, 2 outs. The payoff pitch popped foul. Trickles all the way down. Couple of kids in the stands out there. Manager Sean Williams ready to wave Okami home if necessary. Here's the 3-2. O'Hoppe takes it out to left. The wind keeps it in the ballpark. Espino there to make the catch, and Reading will strand a runner on, but a good first inning. As they get some base runners, we'll go to the bottom half. James MacArthur makes his game debut. 0-0 here as the starter heads out to the mound for a couple of warm-up throws.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
The righty, James MacArthur, getting his 4th start of the season. Now, my prediction here, if he can get through the first inning clean, he should have a decent start today. He's been getting better and better with each one settling in his longest outing. Last time, 3 2/3 with 75 pitches. So, 7-inning game today. I think manager Sean Williams would love to see him through 4 if he can. And he'll get the start as Tanner Morris heads up. Morris started off the season rocking it, but last series just had a tough go. Ground ball, diving stop by Castillo, not able to make the throw over to first. And that's going to go in as a hit. Tanner Morris, a base knock to start it off. A nice diving defensive play by Castillo. Just not able to get up and get the ball over to first. But a runner on here and nobody out for Luis De Los Santos. The highest batting average of the starting 9, 293. He comes in with 12 hits. And he takes the first pitch ball. MacArthur a 6 ERA in the first inning. 7.45 overall. So if he can get through this first, I think he'll settle in really nicely. 7 strikeouts in his last outing. That's a season high. Career high is 10. He did that on August 13th, 2021. The pitch just a little bit inside to De Los Santos. Redding had a runner on in the top of the first, but couldn't get him across, so 0-0 score here. And there's a strike. De Los Santos thought it was ball 4, but MacArthur gets it in the zone. Now, De Los Santos pretty much in the middle of the righty batter's box. Back close towards the catcher, O'Hoppe, but not crowding the plate by any means. Here's the 3-1. Pops it foul, and MacArthur has worked his way back from a 3-0 now to a full count. Like to see him staying tough as he gets himself up on the first base side of the rubber. A runner on. Nobody out here. Scoreless in the bottom of the first game in Manchester, New Hampshire, and the weather has not been pleasant to us. Up the middle, and he'll drop it in front of Madison Stokes. Back-to-back base hits for the Fisher Cats, and suddenly they've got something brewing 2 on, and nobody out here for Aurelvis Martinez. Now, MacArthur often does get ground balls. More of a fly out kind of guy, but occasionally induces the ground ball, and could be an opportunity to try to turn 2 on 1 pitch, if possible. The Fisher Cats, the AA affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays, have put Orelvis Martinez, their number 2 prospect, to start in the Double-A New Hampshire as he fouls back the first pitch. Listed at 6'1", 200 pounds, one of the youngest players, just 20 years old. 2001 birth year. Jeez. As he takes the ball down low, count evens 1 apiece. Already has 9 RBIs this season, and he's got a runner in scoring position +1 on first with nobody out here. MacArthur looks back. He comes home. A foul ball off for Elvis. MacArthur gets the sign from Ohapi, comes home, he checks his swing. Tanner Moore at first, which is the umpire. That is confusing. Tanner Morris, the player, and Tanner Moore, the umpire. Fun. Calls strike 3, so that's out number 1 there for MacArthur. A big out as the cleanup hitter Spencer Horwitz steps into the batter's box. Horowitz, a 24th round pick out of the 2019 draft. Fouls back the first pitch he sees. Went to Radford. That's where Austin Ross went. Lefty matchup here for James MacArthur. Will send most of the infield to the right side. Guzman playing back behind second with a runner on there. Ohapi keeps the pitch in the dirt in front of him. Morris on second, De Los Santos on first. 1 out on the board here. MacArthur looking back, comes home. Just below the knees. Horwitz, the number 30 prospect for the Blue Jays system. Ground ball right in the hole on the right side of the infield. Here's the throw in by Ortiz. Play at the plate is not in time. A run will score. An RBI single from Horwitz puts a 1-0 score on the board for New Hampshire as Morris crosses the plate. De Los Santos makes it all the way to third, and the inning continues with just 1 out and runners on the corners. Just to clarify, no video content for today's game on our stream, just my audio announcing of the game. You can watch the video on MILB.TV, but you will hear Steve Goldberg's voice and Bob Littman from the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, so you will get their end of the broadcast. As this is smoked out to right field by Phil Clark, Jalen Ortiz watches it sail into the parking lot. A 3-run home run for Philip Clark to make it 4-0 New Hampshire here in the first. Well, I told you it was going to be a day for lefties, just didn't know who would get to it first. And Phil Clark, a monster first home run of the season. Mobbed as he enters the dugout. What do they got, a necklace going on down there? A home run necklace? Chains? Something gold down there. Sebastian Espino heads in, cleared bases, and 1 out on the board. MacArthur got 1 strikeout to Martinez. Looking for out number 2 here. Gets a first pitch strike to Espino. And the second one just off the plate. Espino, the number 25 prospect. Just watch, because I'll be naming the prospects all day for the Fisher Cats as MacArthur whizzes strike number 2 by him. The Blue Jays picked him up from the Mets organization and made him into a really good player, although he strikes out here off of MacArthur. So 2 outs now for Will Robertson, the right fielder. Batting at just .211 coming into today's game. Line drive up the first base side, but it's foul. A long strike for Robertson. Misses in the dirt inside. Ball and a strike. A couple of Eastern League games were canceled due to rain all over. I think just 2 teams or 3 teams got their games in. And there's a pretty big strike pickup for MacArthur. Foul tip. Okami not able to hold on to it, so we'll go again. Nobody on here but the Fisher Cats lead pretty well 4-0 in the bottom of the first. Just looking for out number 3 here to put the offense back in action. Ground ball right side. It's foul. We'll go again. That was pitch number 7 of the at-bat here to Robertson. Pitch number 28 coming in for MacArthur as he misses inside. It's a full count. 2 outs on the board. He's looking for the third. Steps back and he comes home. Line drive up the middle. The inning keeps going for the Fisher Cats. That's their 5th hit of the frame as Chris Beck comes up. And we might see a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry, here as he heads out from the dugout. Hockenberry in his first season with the Fightins after being the pitching coach at Jersey Shore as well. Also spent some time through the Philadelphia organization, so does have some playing experience as a pitcher under his belt as well. Okami comes in, so does Josh Okami as well. With a runner on first and 2 outs. Phillies' big win over the Rockies last night, 10-3. Zach Eflin, his first win of the season. Alec Boehm had another RBI. Rhys Hoskins had a good game as well. So they'll pick up the series against the Rockies tonight, 6:45 start at CBP. Lehigh Valley, 6:30. Jersey Shore, 7:05. And Clearwater, 7 on the nose. So we'll keep you updated as those games play out. MacArthur gets a foul ball off the righty Chris Beck here. Beck only 2 hits on the season, listed as a catcher on the roster, but that newly appointed designated hitter spot gives guys like that another opportunity to at bat as he sends another foul ball onto the roof. 0-2 as MacArthur gets on top early. 2 outs here. New Hampshire leads by 4. Will Robertson out on first. With 2 outs, he'll go on contact. The ball in the dirt and gets away from Logan Okami. And a wild pitch in order moves Robertson down to second. So, runner in scoring position here. Beck stays alive with a 1-2 count. MacArthur leans over, gets the sign from Okami, who sets up on the outside corner. Just misses beneath the zone, and the count will move to 2-2. Reading just coming off of a set against the Harrisburg Senators. Here's the 2-2. He checks his swing, ball 3. Fisher Cats coming off of a series against the Altoona Curve where they struggled a little bit, won 2 games after a hot start to the season. So pretty comparable team to the Fightin' Phils, although they lead 4-0 here. MacArthur just trying to get out of the first inning. And he sends ball 4 into Chris Beck as somebody starts throwing in the bullpen right now. Bubby Ross, I think, out there. JC nods his head. 2 on, 2 out as MacArthur sees the full starting 9 now. Stewart Barrowa comes up. With 2 runners on. MacArthur looks back at second. Every pitch an opportunity to get out of this inning here with 2 outs on the board. So team should be back up to bat in just a little bit, trying to make a dent. No hits on the board yet for Reading. Wild pitch gets past Logan O'Hoppe. Oh, pass ball. It's going to go in as. And that will advance the runners to second and third here with 2 outs, just trying to limit the scoring to what's already done. Here's the 1-0 from James, up high, 2-0. On the 40-man roster and the number 20 prospect for the Philadelphia Phillies. Saw much success last year, just looking to get back into that as he gets a strike to Barrowa here. Barrowa signed as a free agent in 2016. He's a switch hitter who will choose to bat from the left side. Ground ball should be playable for Castillo over to first, and that'll do it. MacArthur gets out of the inning. Although 5 hits and 4 runs score, they strand 2 on the base pass. New Hampshire has a lead going into the bottom half, but Reading an opportunity to come on the board here early on in just a moment.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Chilly up here in the booth, the wind pushing in. I can't imagine how cold it is down on the field, and looking forward to some warmer weather this summer, as I know the players down on the field are as well. Aldrin Corridor making his season debut here with the Reading Fightin' Phils after playing in the Nationals Harrisburg Senators last season. Was picked up as a free agent in the offseason, started on the injured list. I don't know what that was, but did do a couple rehab games, 5 to be exact, in Clearwater as the lefty steps in against Joey Murray. 25 pitches He walked a batter in the first, but stranded him on. So Reading trails by 4-0 here as Corridor takes a ball and a strike. Last season with the Senators, 9 home runs, 52 RBIs, a total of 83 hits. Ground ball on the right side, ranging over is Morris, and he'll make the play, and there is out number 1. Here's Madison Stokes, who had a home run actually back-to-back with Logan O'Hoppe on Sunday for his second of the season. Seems to have picked it up over the last few games and hopefully can ride that into this 2-week road trip. Running 6 games here in New Hampshire and then 6 against the Portland Sea Dogs as Stokes takes a ball down and away. Pretty large space up the middle. But it's a ground ball to the shortstop. On to first goes De Los Santos. Back-to-back groundouts here for Joey Murray. And Wendell Rijo will come up with 2 outs. Murray, another prospect for the Blue Jays. Drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. Pretty good fastball, curve, slider, and change. So a good mix for the starter out of Kent State. Struggled with elbow issues last year. They think he would have gone further, perhaps even to the big club with those elbow issues. So we'll see how he fares in the 2022 season. As Rijo takes a swing and a miss. Murray features a very high spin rate on his fastball, much higher even than a lot of professional players, and they think that's something that could really help him shine. The invisible, they call it. Rijo gets time as he steps out of the batter's box. 2 outs on the board. Fightin's down by 4, just looking to start chipping away at the Fisher Cats' lead. A lot of baseball left, but as this is a doubleheader, just 7 innings of work. The 2-1 comes way inside, pushing Rijo out, and the count 3-1. And there's a called strike at the letters to make this count full. Very cold out here, very windy in Manchester, New Hampshire. They do have big heaters in the dugouts, and that is way inside to Wendell Rijo. So he will jog down to first. The second walk issued by Murray has not given up a hit, but the inning will continue for the Fightins as Jonathan Guzman comes on with 1 on and 2 outs. Now, Murray, as I said before, rehabbing from that elbow injury, so just really getting some longer endurance as Rijo going to second. The throw up the line, but he slides in underneath the tag and is safe on second. Back-to-back innings with steals for the Fightin' Phils. His third of the season, the team leading, as he gets himself into scoring position with Jonathan Guzman. Rijo, a pretty quick runner, taking quite a lead off of second. Guzman takes a strike outside. The count evens 1 apiece. He's really filling up the stat sheet. The youngster has 8 hits, a double, a triple, a home run. Covering all of his bases quite literally. As time is called. 18 seconds on the pitch clock here with a runner on base. That's for both to get set up and the pitcher to start his motion coming home. Here's the 1-1. Popped foul It'll head into the stands. Nobody warming up anymore for Reading, so it looks like they'll leave MacArthur in for a second frame. See if he'll settle in a little bit. Glove at the waist for Murray. Runner on second, 2 outs. The pitch to Guzman. Below the knees, 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck, Hunter Marquardt before we go back to the top of the order. Murray looks back at Rio and fourth. Here's the 2-2. Poke down to right. But getting his glove on the ball is Horwitz. And able to make the play unassisted. The first baseman makes out number 3, and that'll do it. Reading strands a runner on second as we go into the next, or the bottom half of the second, I should say. New Hampshire, New Hampshire will take their 4-0 lead.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
New Hampshire leading 4-0 over the Fightin' Phils as we enter the bottom of the second. MacArthur comes out for another inning of work, 40 pitches under his belt as he'll start with the top of the order. New Hampshire batted around in the first, scoring 4 runs on 5 hits as Tanner Morris steps back into the lefty batter's box. He started it all with a base knock in the first, and he'll be up for the second time here as MacArthur sends him a ball. Reading's had 2 runners on in the forms of walks. Gotten over to second on stolen bases, but haven't able to come all the way around. There's another ball, 2-0. Morris using all of his strength, but it's a foul ball. Good play by a fan there. Right beside the New Hampshire dugout down the first baseline. Here's the 2-1. Fly ball out to left. Marquardt chasing over, but Madison Stokes calls him off. And there's an out to start off the top of the second. Let's take a look around the Delta Dental Stadium here. So it's a regular round seating bowl with the second level filled with seats. All the seats pretty much are green except when you get down right behind home plate. They've got a little high tabletop group area as MacArthur misses down and away to De Los Santos. The suites there's quite a number of them. Obviously the middle broken up for the press box and the home and visiting radio booths. As De Los Santos pokes this into right, playing it perfectly is Jalen Ortiz, and back-to-back fly-outs for James MacArthur. He's already got 2 on the board as Arelvis Martinez heads up. In the outfield, down the left field line, they've got a Sam Adams brew house. Actually, a really cool setup. That opens about 2 hours before the game to start drinking. In left center is a Hilton Garden Inn, as Martinez takes a swing and a miss for strike one. They actually have a deck at the back of the hotel that's right against the home run wall. You can sit and watch. Must be a really cool view out there. Back-to-back strikes for Martinez. In right center is the video board. And no seating around the right field fence. Ground ball foul. He'll keep his 0-2 count here. Martinez struck out of the hands of MacArthur in the first inning. Trying to do it again, the 0-2. Just outside, 1-2. Pretty solid setup. Right field is very shallow here. 306 down the right field line. Then it cranks out a little bit in center. It comes 326. Ground ball up the middle. Castillo tries to backhand it. Can he make the play over to first? Yes. What defensive work by the second baseman, and a different inning for James MacArthur as he gets 3 outs on 10 pitches. Nobody on the base pass, and he puts his team right back up to bat, down by 4. Top of the third we go at Untitled Stadium.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Quickly into the top of the third, thanks to James MacArthur's 1-2-3 frame. In the bottom of the second, so Reading down by 4 to New Hampshire, an opportunity for some offense here as Hunter Marquardt leads us off his first time up in this series against Joey Murray, the starter with 41 pitches under his belt now. He has walked a batter in each inning for Reading, and they've managed to steal second to get into scoring position. A bunt pop-up right into the glove of Horwitz. And on one pitch, there's 1 out for Joey Murray. Getting back to the top of the order, Ali Castillo struck out in his first at-bat. Quiet afternoon here at Delta Dental Stadium, at least from a crowd perspective. Not much energy for a team that's up 4-0 here. Appreciate your Reading support back home, listening in on the air. Emily Messina bringing you this game. Ground ball left side. It's gobbled up by De Los Santos over to first, and back-to-back outs for Murray. Here's Jalen Ortiz from the right side with 2 outs. Murray kind of bends over at the hip, then straightens up. Pitches inside to Ortiz. Nice little town here. It's kind of a long one street of stores and restaurants in the heart of downtown Manchester. Good hotel in walking distance from everything. So I know had a nice dinner when we got into town on Monday and been able to enjoy the hotel, which comes with a pool table. 2-0, fouled back. And 2 balls, 2 strikes here. The count to Jalen Ortiz. Last night with the rain out, a couple of pool sharks on the team as well as card sharks. Got a lot of action, and there is ball 3. Matt Hockenberry, Adam Leverett, Jack Conley, all very good pool players, in case you were wondering. Ortiz chases a drop third strike. Clark cannot find it. And that is the second time this season that Ortiz has got on. Wild pitch that'll go in as. And he is playing some real heads-up baseball to continue this inning on what is technically the third out. But he gets himself to first on the wild pitch. And here's the lefty Josh Okami. Already walked and stole a base in this game. No, he'd love to get some heady hitting on the board. Fouls back the first pitch he sees. Ortiz definitely capable of stealing a base here. We've seen it already from Okami and Rio. He already has 2 on the season as Josh takes a ball. Something in the field of play now that Coach Mike Jones went to go pick up between first and second. A pickoff attempt from Murray. You only get 2 per at bat. So there was number 1. On the third one, you have to get an out. So the umpires will keep count of that as well. Here's the 1-1 towards home. Too high. As Okami takes ball 2, the catcher throws down to first, trying to pick off Ortiz, but he's able to get back in cleanly. Murray takes a deep breath. The 2-1. Cut on and missed by Okami, and the count evens up. Runner on first, 2 outs. As the ball comes in, the count now full here. And Okami a chance to continue the inning here with Jalen Ortiz out on first. Reading trails 4-0 in the top of the third. Trying to get back in this game. Runner going, the 3-2 inside. It's ball 4 anyways, so Ortiz will shift to second. Okami walks in back-to-back at-bats to continue the frame. And here's the cleanup hitter, Logan Ohapi. Reading down by 4, an opportunity here to get on the board, start chipping away. See MacArthur down in a jacket in the dugout. He should be coming back in the bottom of the frame after a good second. 2 on, 2 out. Ohapi takes a pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Anything that gets by Phil Clark. Of course, Ortiz is going to try to take third. Manager Sean Williams ready to wave him home if possible. He goes. They picked off Ortiz. Over to third. He's stuck, and he's tagged. So that'll be out number 3 as he's tagged diving back into second. An unfortunate way to end the inning. Reading had runners on, but they strand them as we go into the bottom of the third. Should see MacArthur out for another inning of work. Some good effort by our Phils as we head into the next frame.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
A completely different inning in the second and the first for James MacArthur, who comes out for his third inning of work. New Hampshire 4, Reading 0. In the bottom half, Reading got runners on in the top, but they couldn't get him across as Jalen Ortiz was picked off of second. So we'll head into the bottom of the third, and James MacArthur will try to keep the score as is. He'll see Spencer Horwitz, who had an RBI single his first time up, but he fouls one off there for strike 2. MacArthur, 52 pitches under his belt here. We've seen him go as much as 75. Murray has gone as long as 74. Fly ball out to right. Ortiz tracking over. Does he see it? He does, and he makes the catch at the warning track. Obviously, you can see how much the wind is creating some damage here. Most of the balls being hit to the right side today. Sun is peeking through the overcast day out in left field. There's sun as Phil Clark steps in. Oh, they've got the radar gun up now. That's fun. Top left above the, kind of tiny, but we could see it and we'll make it work. Appreciate having that as a part of the game. MacArthur here to Phil Clark as he gets a slow rolling ground ball, just bounces foul right in front of first. Poor Josh Okami was panicking as it veered off the base. Just kind of went rogue up the first baseline. So he'll step back in with a 2-1 count here as the sun starts to come in everywhere but third and home. It is sunny on the mound here. I don't think anybody has sunglasses on right now, as a couple of guys holding their gloves out to protect it. A line drive in the hole on the left side, drops in front of Marquardt. And Phil Clark has 2 hits today as he hands the bat off to Sebastian Espino with an out on the board. There was 30% chance of rain at 6 o'clock. Dark clouds everywhere except directly overhead. So that's pretty nice. We'll take it as long as we can get as Espino takes a ball outside. Quite a windy day. It's coming into the booth as MacArthur misses inside. Clark down at first, doesn't have any stolen bases on the season. Most catchers don't, although Logan O'Hoppe, an exception to that. Fly ball down the right field line. It is foul as it lands in one of the suites up top. A very long strike for Sebastian Espino. Batting under the Mendoza line, 186. The righty steps into the batter's box. MacArthur looks him up and down. He'll check on the runner on first. And here's the 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Smokes it down the left field line, but it's just foul. Good enough for strike 2, and the count is now full here. James MacArthur has a runner on and 1 out. Bottom of the third. The Fisher Cats lead 4 runs on 6 hits. Reading nothing on the line just as of yet. Espino sends a fly ball out into left center. Stokes plays it off the wall. Here's the throw in. A play at the plate. No. Stokes got it in so fast that Clark didn't even try to come home. And Espino gets himself to second as well. So 2 on and 1 out here as the lefty Will Robertson heads up with a base hit already under his belt. Infield's going to come in. They're going to try to protect the run from scoring here. Play at the plate as Robertson fouls one back for strike 1. So everybody playing in on that infield grass edge. We've talked about this before, but they're trying to get the out at first. So they're trying to get the out at home, potentially giving up extra base hits if it skirts out of the infield. Swing and a miss for strike 2. But hoping that by playing shallower, they'll get that out at home. Of course, Clark does not have to run. It is not a force with nobody on first. And Espino is on second. He doesn't have to run either. Only 1 out on the board. MacArthur kicks and fires the 0-2. Gets by O'Hoppe, but the pitcher comes in. And no advancement by Clark. Just a advancement in the count, 1-2. So the infield in again. Here's the 1-2. A line drive that drops in left center. This will score at least 2 runs. The play at second is not in time as an RBI double from Robertson makes it 6-0 New Hampshire here in the bottom of the third. Now somebody starts to stretch in the bullpen for Reading as the designated hitter Chris Beck comes up with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Eight hits so far for the Fisher Cats here, and we're not even through 3 yet. As Chris Beck takes a strike outside. Ground ball left side. It's foul as it gets past Wendell Rio. That's Bubby Rossman worming in the bullpen as MacArthur trying to get out of this inning. He's got 1 out on the board, a runner on second, the infield. Backing up now with the righty Chris Beck. Just above the letters, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Checks his swing but doesn't go around on a pitch down and away, and the count evens 2 apiece here. That's Robertson out on second after doubling to score 2 runs here in the bottom of the third. MacArthur looks back at him. Now he'll come home with the 2-2. Upstairs, making it interesting with a full count. Smashed out to left. The wind holds it up. Chasing it in is Marquardt, and he's able to make the play on the run, forcing Robertson to stay at second. There's a big out, number 2 for MacArthur. And now he'll face the number 9 hitter, Stewart Barrowa. Barrowa, 4 stolen bases this season. 3rd in minor league baseball last season with 58. He's struggling to get on base this season to take the manager, Sean Williams, coming out here. The entire infield coming in as they take the ball from James MacArthur. We'll take a break and allow Rossman to warm up here. Bottom of the third, New Hampshire leads 6-0. So Bubby Rossman comes here to relieve James MacArthur. He'll have an inherited runner, Will Robertson, out on second. 2 outs on the board here. The reliever just trying to get us out of the third, down by 6 to the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, who have 8 hits under their belt already. Rossman had a really great outing the last time we saw him against Harrisburg. 2 innings of work, just 1 hit and 1 walk. He's inherited 1 run this summer and did allow that runner to score as Barrowa fouls one back. Talking before the break about how he is very speedy on the base pass if he can get himself on the base pass, struggling in that regard with a 2.26 average. Does have 5 RBIs as he steps up in the lefty batter's box with a runner in scoring position. Fouls one off Rossman, who then comes way inside. I'm sure it's different with pitchers because you don't want anything impacting your arm movement and your range in your shoulder, but he is out there just wearing a t-shirt, and man, is it cold today. A couple guys in hooded shirts. Everybody in the winter coats down in the dugouts. But Rossman, grinning and bearing it, the California native, fouls one down the left field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to get Barrowa out here with the inherited runner back on second, so we can't finish MacArthur's line just as of yet. And another foul ball will continue this frame. Of course, just 7 innings here, game 1 of the doubleheader. Rossman picked up as a free agent out of independent ball before the season began. And he gets another foul ball back out of Barrowa. A couple of more people joining us in the crowd here as work gets off. 6 o'clock right now here in Manchester, New Hampshire, as the Bat Boy has to take out some more balls to the home plate umpire, Louis Krupa. Hopefully more people will be able to join in the ballpark as the night moves on. Obviously, game 2 of the doubleheader beginning 30 minutes after the final out here of game number 1. Rossman sets up, glove at the waist. Here's the 1-2. Foul ball will go again. That was pitch number 6 of the at-bat. What a battle here between these two. The Fisher Cats have manager Cesar Martin down the third baseline and the position player coach Chris Schaefer manning the first base territory. Runner on second, 2 outs. They're up by 6. Rossman looking for the final out, but he comes inside to ball 2 from Barrowa as the count evens. Just looking for that final strike, final out here to get us back up to bat in the top of the 4th. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball, right side, a diving Castillo makes the play. The throw from the knees, and that'll do it as Ali Castillo ends the inning on a nice play at second. 2 runs do score off of 3 hits for the Fisher Cats. They lead 6-0. Top of the 4th coming up. Reading looking for their first hit and their first runs in just a moment.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Heading into the top of the 4th here at Delta Dental Stadium, New Hampshire leads Reading 6-0. But they'll start off with their heavy hitter in Logan Okami as Joey Murray comes out for another inning of work. 56 pitches under his belt. The final line coming in on James MacArthur. 2 2/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts on a total of 75 pitches. So Bobby Rossman came in and got the final out of the 3rd. We should see him in release for at least another frame, as Okami steps into the righty batter's box against the righty Murray here. to start off the top of the fourth. And he gets a strike at the knees. Murray spent time in 2019 here in Double-A as Okapi fouls one back down 0-2 quickly, but with that injury, spent just 2/3 of an inning playing last season in a rehab appearance with the FCL Blue Jays, so didn't make it back to New Hampshire, so began 2022 here, picking up a win in his first start. And now has settled in pretty well for the Fisher Cats. Okapi sends this ball out to left field. Tracking back is Espino, and the wind keeps it in the ballpark. Just a long out, number one for Logan Okapi. As Aldrum Corridor comes up and looks for his first hit in the Fightin's uniform. Lefty batter against the righty Murray here. Corridor grounded out to second base. He'll start off this at-bat with a first pitch strike. One and one here, the count. Murray bends over at the waist. Now he stands tall. Corridor a little late to the ball. Just gets a piece of it to foul it back. 88 out of the hands of Murray. And he'll keep his 1-2 count. Madison Stokes in the on-deck circle. And then should we get to him. One out here, top of the fourth. New Hampshire up 6-0. Reading just looking for their first hit as Corridor reaches out and gets it with the end of his bat, but it's a ground ball to the shortstop, De Los Santos, who is playing a little bit closer to second and had the time to move over. So there's out number two here for Madison Stokes. Stokes grounded out to short his first time up. Takes the first pitch down and away. Sharply hit ground ball deep in the hole at third. It's fair as the Fightin's bullpen spreads out. Trying to play it as Espino. He finds it between the chairs. And Madison Stokes with the first hit of the game. His sixth double of the season. Tries to give the Fightin some offensive action as he gets himself into scoring position with 2 outs for Wendell Rio. And that's one of the tough parts about having the bullpen on the field, and Reading did a good job of getting out of that way to keep the ball in play. But, I mean, there's stuff down there on either side. There's chairs, there's a cooler, there's equipment, and this could happen to either team, and luckily didn't impact the play. Actually, I think at some ballpark the other night, it might have been CBP, where the ball bounced off the ball girl's chair and still counted to be in play. As Rio fouls back the first pitch he sees. He's been very clutch this season. 2 home runs in the bottom of the ninth. And he'll have an opportunity with the runner in scoring position. Down by 6 here at the top of the fourth. Murray really slows it down off speed 75 miles per hour as he takes a deep breath. Rio sends it sky high, but it's going to come out of the field of play and onto the roof, make the count 1-2. Stokes, of course, with 2 outs, is going on contact. He does have the speed to steal a base, although he hasn't this season. And he takes a good lead here with Rendo up to bat. Wendell pokes it down the right field line. Robertson at the warning track. Wendell Rio, a 2-run home run to put the Fightin' Phils back in this game. His third of the season. What an electric piece of hitting as he points the sky, crossing home. Gets the high five from his teammates. It's 6-2 New Hampshire, but Reading getting on the board. And the top of the fourth. That'll work. Nice 2-out hitting from Stokes and Rio. Puts Jonathan Guzman up with nobody on. He takes a first pitch strike. Little opposite piece of hitting there for Rio. We said the wind was going to help the lefties, but if you could do that, it'll help the righties for sure. Guzman takes a pitch down and away. Clouds have rolled over the stadium once again. Shadows and overcast as Guzman sends this one foul. The count 1-2 here with 2 outs on the board. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball. De Los Santos on to first, and that'll do it, but not before Reading puts on 2 runs. A Stoke double. He's brought home by Wendell Rio's home run. It's 6-2 New Hampshire heading into the bottom half. Should see Rossman in just a moment.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Into the bottom of the fourth we go here at Delta Dental Stadium. A couple words being said on the field about the chair placements of the bullpens. They want them completely straight up against the separation railing between the stands and the field. They're still on the field, so I don't know what that will do, but they straighten them out down the left field line, and the Fisher Cats do the same down the right field line as Tanner Morris steps in against Bobby Rossman. New Hampshire leads 6-2 thanks to Wendell Rio. He put the Fightins on the board back in the top of the fourth. This one is fouled off by Morris, and it heads into the stands. He is 1 for 2 in today's contest. Rossman working quickly. Here's the 1-1 on the outside. Ohapi tries to frame it. Doesn't get the call he's looking for from Louis Krupa. Wind is picked up to 20 miles an hour. It feels like 42 degrees here in Manchester. Should warm up just a little bit over the weekend. Hopefully. Morris is on at bat number 3 here. The leadoff hitter for the Fisher Cats takes ball 4, and they will start with the runner on and nobody out here for Luis De Los Santos. Somebody stretching in the bullpen for Reading. Some light warm-up action for the Fisher Cats. As Rossman will face the righty. First pitch, fouled up and out of here at strike one. Lots of people watching from the hotel deck in left center field. You can see they've got those space heaters to move around. They do have the heaters in the dugout, which are honestly ginormous. They actually look like a smoker almost. Put some meat in there. As Rossman misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rossman out of La Habra, California. Interesting, Ryan Gold, a catcher on New Hampshire, also out of La Habra, as he whizzes 92 past De Los Santos upstairs for strike number 2. Here's the 1-2. Foul ball back. We'll do it again. A couple of transactions to keep in mind. Simone Muzziotti hitting the injured list after coming out of the game on Saturday, stepping on first base kind of awkwardly. And I do not know the extent of his injuries at all. He is here in New Hampshire with us, so that is why Corridor has been added to our roster to take his place. A couple of transactions for the Phillies as well, as they call up Roman Quinn and send Bryson Stott back to AAA to get some more at-bats in. Also of note, Ronald Torreyes requested release from the system and was granted it, so he is no longer part of the organization as he looks to play elsewhere. Obviously has a bunch of major league experience under his belt, as Rossman checks on. Morris at first, no good. And he'll try to end home with the 2-0. It becomes the 3-0 on his 20th pitch of the outing. Did get the final out, a ground ball to second, back in the third with a runner on second. As this is foul, it will end up on the roof again. And we'll go another round. Runner on first, nobody out. The payoff pitch is outside of the strike zone. Back-to-back walks here from Bubby Rossman. Puts 2 on and nobody out here for Orelvis Martinez. Only 2 players in the starting 9 have made 2 outs. And by that I mean they're hitless in today's game. And Martinez is one of them, 0 for 2. Though both of those outs were off the hands of James MacArthur. So his first time facing Rossman here. I see Thad has joined us on the broadcast. Thanks for listening here, and thanks to everybody who's supporting us while the team is on the road. Feel free to tell me where you're listening from as Martinez smokes this one into left field. It'll travel all the way to the corner. Marquardt brings it in quickly as 1 run scores. It's 7-2 New Hampshire. Just as Reading gets back into the game, New Hampshire extends their lead once more. An RBI single from Martinez as Morris comes across the plate and De Los Santos heads to third. And excuse me, that's a double as Martinez is at second. Horowitz steps into the lefty batter's box with 2 on and nobody out. Rossman kicks and fires outside, ball 1. Rossman facing left field before he turns his body and comes home, tries to use as much momentum, as much power as he possibly can as he drives his body towards home plate. Glove on his left knee as he stands tall, on his right foot on the first base side of the rubber. Gets a pop-up, but it's going to go foul. And the count moves 1-1. So he pretty much stands facing left field as he leans over, glove on his left leg, gets the sign from Okami. Wind blowing his uniform stiffly in the wind as he steps, feet together, his head facing the plate, his body facing left, and he comes in for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Horwitz, 1 for 2 today with an RBI single back in the first. Gets back in the lefty batter's box. Infield playing in here. And this one will drop down the right field line. Ortiz playing it off the wall. 2-run score. A play at second. And Guzman tags Horwitz, trying to turn a single into a double. 2 runs do score. It's 9-2. But Rossman does get 1 out on the board and clears the bases. So that should go in as a single and then an outfield assist. 9-6 in your books if you're scoring with me. What a throw by Ortiz off the wall. And excuse me, I want to apologize there. Didn't see the defensive substitution, as that is Jack Conley out in right field making his debut. Good call by our video coordinator, JC. Interesting as well, Conley has played 3 games in left, first game in right now, and that is his second outfield assist, which is pretty awesome. Always helps to have an extra set of eyes up here, and I should have known that because I made a comment in the inning about how he came down from the bullpen, and now he's out and right. Fly ball out to left. Marquardt is all over this as he makes the catch for out number 2. Here's Sebastian Espino. As he takes a first pitch ball here. Rossman's got 2 outs on the board. Fly ball out to left center. There to make the catch is Stokes, and that'll do as the outfielders putting in the work here to get the job done. 3 runs to score. Off of some more Fisher Cats offense. They've got 9 runs on 10 hits. Reading 2 runs on 2 hits. But another opportunity as we head into the top of the 5th coming at you in just a moment.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Into the top of the fifth we go here out of 7 innings in game 1 of the doubleheader. Definitely have to give credit to Jack Conley, who made his debut out in right field. Apologize for not catching him out there sooner, but that was his second outfield assist to help get us 1 out. And made another catch in right to end the inning. So Hunter Marquardt will start us off here down 9-2 as the Fisher Cats lead the Fightins. Marquardt had a bunt pop-up for an out, his first time up, as he takes a ball off the plate. Action in the bullpen for the Blue Jays, but Murray at 74 pitches, so I'm not quite sure how much longer we'll see him as Marquardt pops this one foul. He is cruising, only allowing 2 runs on 2 hits, has walked 3 batters. They got to get that ball out of the field of play. The third baseman, Martinez, in shallow, everybody else back deep here to Marquardt. As he stands tall with the bat, pops one foul, and it's 1-2 the count. Holds off on a pitch outside the strike zone. And the count evens 2-2. Somebody warming up in Reading's bullpen as well. And that pitch comes inside. It's a full count here to Marquardt. On deck, Ali Castillo. As we go back to the top of the order. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss as Murray blazes 87 by Marquardt. And there's out number 1 here for Castillo. Just the 3rd strikeout, or excuse me, the 4th strikeout, because he did technically strike out Ortiz, who made it on a wild pitch. So 4 here for the starter Murray. As Castillo, 0 for 2 today, steps in. Takes the first pitch strike on the upward part of the zone. Holds off on a pitch inside. De Los Santos and Morris, the middle infielders, are back on that outfield grass edge. The corner infielders playing straight up here. And now we see Martinez at third take a couple steps back. Castillo, ground ball to short. De Los Santos puts it in the dirt. Good pick by Horwitz. And that's 2. New Hampshire put up 4 in the first, 2 in the third. Reading put on 2 in the top of the 4th, but they countered with 3 in the bottom half, and it has been a battle against these Fisher Cats bats here. Jack Conley, who came in defensively for Ortiz in the last inning, will get his first at-bat up at the plate here. As he's shown signs of bunt, but pulls back. Now he'll have his bat up on his shoulder. Murray comes in. Conley fouls it back. Jack riding an on-base streak of, it's 5 or 6. Let me check my game notes here. 6 games in a row he's been on base successfully. Pops it foul. We'll go again. Murray up to 84 pitches here. But it seems like they'll let him ride through this inning. No balls, 2 strikes. And Conley takes one below the knees. Man, Murray thought that was strike 3. He's halfway off the field. And he'll have to go again here against Conley. Righty on righty. 2 outs on the board. Here's the 1-2. Smacks it foul. He'll stay alive. Reading just 2 hits, the double and the home run by Rio that put the 2 runs up on the board. New Hampshire has had 10 hits, and they also have had a home run thanks to Phil Clark. Here's the 1-2 again, and it's outside. Conley patiently waiting for a good pitch to swing at. Two outs, top 5. Murray with the 2-2. Above his head, Conley a nice emphatic squat down in the righty batter's box, and the count is full, trying to rally here with 2 outs in the heart of the order. Josh Okami anxiously waits an at-bat. Here's the payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. Conley extends his on-base streak to 7 games and continues this frame with a walk down to first. And I'm wondering when we'll see Murray pulled here. If they'll give him another batter or not, as Cesar Martin comes out just as Josh Okami ready to step up to the plate. The infield coming in. We'll take a short break as the pitching change happens here. And be back in just a moment in the top of the 5th. Reading has a runner on. Well, I'm not going to go anywhere if they're not going to go anywhere, as it looks like they're going to leave in Murray here. And finally, they're going to let him go. That's what I thought, but a long conversation as we wait for the bullpen men to warm up.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
It got quite dark quite fast here, stuck in the top of the 5th, as the Fisher Cats make a call to their bullpen, pulling starter Joey Murray in favor of Braden Scott, as Reading threatening here, down 9-2 in the top of the 5th in a 7-inning game. Jack Conley on first with 2 outs. Here's Josh Okami. A lefty-lefty matchup. Okami has walked twice in today's game. He'll take a first pitch below the knees, ball 1. They are warming up, the lights turning on here at Delta Dental Stadium. The wind is howling. Those flags out in left field stiff in the wind as Okami takes ball 2. Conley on first, infield back deep. Okami goes fishing and comes up with nothing. There is strike 1. Scott has a good eye on Jack Conley, who I don't imagine will try to take second as Okami sends this guy high into shallow left. Coming in and making the catch is Martinez, and that will do it here as Reading strands a runner on. They trail 9-2 in the bottom of the fifth. We'll see who comes out to pitch for the Fightins in just a moment.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Pelleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Pelleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Pelleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
A pitching change for Reading here in the bottom of the fifth inning as Bubby Rossman hands the ball over to Mike Adams here. Rossman an inning and a third, 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks on 32 pitches. As Adams comes into the game, Reading is down 9-2 here. The Fisher Cats on top with 10 hits, just in a 7-inning contest. Game 1 of a doubleheader being played this evening, as Will Robertson, who was 2 for 2 today, will get his start by sending a ball out to right center on one hop. Madison Stokes sends it back in. A base hit for Robertson as he gets himself on first with nobody out. Phillies just beginning their game against the Rockies. Ranger Suarez, the starting pitcher, the former R. Phils. Lehigh Valley just getting their start against the AAA Yankees. Scranton. Pop up in foul territory down the right field line. Chasing it is Jack Conley as it heads into the seats along strike one. Glove above his head, Mike Adams comes home and gets strike number 2 here to Chris Beck. Lights have come on fully here at Delta Dental Stadium. Clouds dissipating above us, but still quite overcast here at the ballpark. Down and away, the runner going. Here's the throw, a tag by Castillo, and Ohapi nails him. And that erases the runner on the base pass and puts it out on the board. That in your books as 2-4. Ground ball left side. A diving Guzman cannot make the play. As it trickles into the outfield, a base hit for Beck. And now that out on the caught stealing, especially more important, 1 out on the board and a runner on here. The lefty Stewart Barrowa, who has not been on today, has had 2 ground balls to second. Wouldn't that be ideal right now? Adams deals for strike 1 at the knees, 93. Fun fact, he is a huge fan of the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese. inside. Barrowa thought it was a ball, but it ends up being strike to 2 as he's working very quickly through these batters. Beck down at first with an out on the board. Fisher Cats lead 9-2 here as Adams steps off. That's step off number 1. Now he'll come home. Fly ball out to right. Conley taking a couple steps to his left. He'll make the catch. And there is 2 as they go back to the top of the order here with Tanner Morris. Another lefty bat here. He sends him a first pitch strike. This one misses just below the knees. When Reading returns in the top of the 6th, they'll have Okami, Corridor, and Stokes, a nice hefty part of their lineup. As Adams misses in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Beck not taking much of a lead off of first with 2 outs on the board. He shuffles over. Line drive into the glove of Guzman, and that'll do it here in the 5th as they strand a runner on. Reading up in the top of the 6th, down by 7, running out of time here in a 7-inning game at Delta Dental Stadium.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage
It must be
and
part of the
benefit
hotel, I
package
would
for
think.
drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Here at Delta Dental Stadium, top of the 6th, New Hampshire leads Reading 9-2, but the Fightins up to bat. They'll send out Logan Okami to start things off. Hoppy's had 2 outs in the air in today's game. It'll be Okami, Corridor, and Madison Stokes. Hoppy takes a ball outside. This will still be Scott after coming in for relief in the 5th. 2-0 here to Logan Okami. Obviously the final line clear on the starter as this is sent into the glove of Scott. It comes off, but he's able to recover well and send it over to first for an untimely out number 1. Murray was, as you can say, dominant. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. which is not exactly elite, but it got the job done as his offense gave him some extra help. They allowed him to stay in there for 91 pitches. And here is Aldrin Corridor. Corridor played 5 games in rehab in Clearwater, 6 hits, 4 walks, a couple of RBIs before coming to us here in Reading. Checks his swing, and he does go around. There's another called strike, and he's down quickly here in this at-bat. Just the 7-inning contest, game 1 of 2 today. Second game will start about 30 minutes or so after the final out, as Corridor hangs in there with the ball below the knees. Has had 2 ground balls to second today. They've both been pretty hot, but seeing if we could land his first hit in an R-Phil's uniform as he holds off on a pitch outside. Full count. And there is ball 4 as he tosses his bat and jogs down to first. And that'll do it to get himself on base. With a runner on and 1 out. Here is Madison Stokes, has had one of just 2 Reading hits today, the double and a run scored thanks to Rijo's home run, who will be following him here up to bat as he takes the first pitch above the letters for ball number 1. Is somebody throwing now for the Fisher Cats? Reading will stick with Adams, I believe, for the bottom of the 6th. As Stokes takes a swinging strike. There's 1 below the knees as the count moves to 2-1. Scott has had a couple of appearances so far this season. Comes in with a 7.36 ERA, 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. Much better against righty than he is against lefties. Comes into the organization out of the Frontier League back in 2021, so another indie guy who worked his way into the minors as Stokes fouls this one off the roof and it drops into the stands. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Signed by the Blue Jays on February 2nd, 2022. That's a fun date. As Stokes sends this up in the infield, who's going to make the play? Perhaps the first baseman, Horwitz, and he does on the run. There's a pitch that went up in the elevator for out number 2. And here is Wendell Rijo now with Corridor on first and 2 outs here. Bottom 6, Reading trails New Hampshire by 7. Lefty on righty here to Rijo. Sends him a first pitch strike inside. 89. 90, really the fastball hanging out here for Scott. Who has strictly worked out of the bullpen since starting in college at Olney Central College in Illinois. Grew up in Bloomington. Rijo smokes this right into the glove of Martinez. Orelvis makes a great play at third to rob Rijo of a hit. And that will do it here in the top of the 6th. As we head into the bottom, should see Adams out for another inning of work. New Hampshire leading 9-2.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Into the bottom of the 6th we go. Mike Adams out for another inning of work after pitching a clean 5th, so we'll see him again here as De Los Santos sends a ground ball into the glove of Wendell Rio on to first in a quick out number 1. Just a 7-inning contest, game 1 of the doubleheader after yesterday's game was canceled due to rain. Here's Elvis Martinez, who made a great catch at third base to end the top of the 6th. Now we're in the bottom of the 6th as New Hampshire leads 9-2. Ground ball again. Rio picks it on one hop, takes a couple steps towards first, makes the throw, and back-to-back plays by the third baseman puts quick 2 outs on the board here for Spencer Horwitz. Horwitz takes the first pitch strike from Adams. Ground ball right side. Okami dives for it as it just gets past first fair. Conley has to track it all the way around the wall. And a double with 2 outs for Horwitz. Continues the frame. Here's Phil Clark, who already had that 3-run home run in the first, followed that with another base hit. Heads up in the lefty batter's box with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs here, bottom 6. Adams dealing some velocity, but this one's going to drop in right field. Man, they're giving Conley a workout out there. Back-to-back double plates the 10th run of the game for the Fisher Cats as Phil Clark adds another RBI to his belt, and Spencer Horwitz crosses the plate. They do get the out at second, another good throw by Jack Conley, who gets some cheers entering the dugout, and that will end the inning. A big play for the right fielder puts out number 3 on the board, and here we go into the top of the 7th. Reading will have 3 outs to go.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Jonathan Guzman will start us off here in the top of the 7th. New Hampshire leading 10-2. Remember, this is only a 7-inning contest due to game 1 of a doubleheader. As Sean Rakowski comes in to pitch what is technically the final inning here. Reading will have 3 outs. Of course, the home team will not bat if they are on top, as Guzman takes a ball and a strike. 2 ground outs off his bat. Did have a nice line drive catch at shortstop today. And he takes the pitch down and away. Rakowski comes into this game with a 27 ERA. Has only pitched 2 outs so far. As he misses down and away once more. Guzman chases, but he gets a piece of it, and he'll stay alive here. Rakowski last summer split time in low A and high A, working exclusively out of the bullpen. Guzman pops it directly into the glove of Horwitz at first. He steps on the bag, and there is 1. Hunter Marquardt will come up 0 for 2 today. And then we'll go back to the top of the order with Ali Castillo. Fun fact about Rakowski, actually graduated from the University of Kansas with an engineering degree, which is extremely impressive as Marquardt takes strike 1. Just 26 years old, signed as an undrafted free agent back in 2018. Ground ball right side. Morris at second. On to first. There's 2. Back to the top of the order, Reading goes. They've only had 2 hits today, and that is from Stokes and Rio when they scored their 2 runs off of Rio's home run. Couple of walks across the board. Otherwise, not much action out of the Our Phil's bats, which is something they've been struggling with this season. always another game, always another chance to turn it around. Only game number 15 out of 138. So quite a lot of baseball left this season as Castillo takes ball 1. And then ball 2 below the knees. Rakowski comes inside and misses. 3-0 here. 2 outs on the board, top 7. It's been really good defense in the field, I'll say, on either side. No teams committing an error, but a lot of really incredible plays made. And Castillo takes a strike there. Talking about Jack Conley's 2 outfield assists. A couple of good ones from the left side of the infield for the Fisher Cats as well. And he fouls it back, and now the count full. Rakowski has worked his way back from the 3-0. Rakowski, the payoff pitch, chopper right back to the pitcher himself. Will make an underhanded toss to first, and that will end the game as the Reading Fightin' Phils go down in order. They drop game 1 of the doubleheader 10-2. As New Hampshire on top with 14 hits to Reading's 2. But game number 2 will start in about 30 minutes. An opportunity to come out of the gate hot here as we'll get ready in just a minute. I'm going to stop this stream and I'll come back. Hope you'll join me as we send out the lineup for game 2 shortly. It'll be a bullpen game, so we'll find out who's starting in just a minute. The final score of game 1, 10-2. Game 2 coming up at around 7:40.